So what's going on with Captain Cranky? Is he turning to van life? Is that the future of the channel? Has he given up on Falcor? What's going on? It's been a very confusing year, hasn't it? I did the tour with Sean and very little else. So that's very little else in the last 6 months. Why is that? Why have I been going on about a van? And where have I been? Let's look into that as we go for a very welcome, very rare ride on Falcor. Alrighty, let's go. So yeah, what's all this about van life, I hear you ask, or actually I hear me ask on your behalf perhaps. So yeah, just make sure nobody's going to pull out on me there. So right, for a few years now, Wifey and I have been looking into the idea of getting a van so that we can do the camping we do without the 4-hour pack-up that involves us with our great gazebo and our kitchen and everything else, and the way we like to pack everything away clean and dry, it becomes rather involved. So anyway, about a year ago we took the plunge and we bought an imported 4-wheel drive Toyota Hiace commuter grand cabin. It is rather a grand machine. Well, obviously we must have thought that life wasn't difficult enough and we decided to build the camper van in it ourselves. Anyway, that was the plan. And when we went to pick it up, the guy who sold us it was busily taking out the carpets and a few other things like seat belt bracket holders and the like. And I said, oh, can you leave all those bolts and everything for the seat belts, and leave the carpet, leave the whole floor? And he did, because I saw right away that I had a piece of board I could fit across between the seatbelt holders, our 2 camp beds fitted in front of it on the floor, all the rest of our shit fitted behind it on the floor. So we just threw everything in and went off for 17 days and just loved the way it drove and how comfortable it was and all the rest of it. So part of our ideal behind the build is we still want to go camping. We don't want something we can, you know, stay in and watch TV and all that sort of carry on. We don't even really want the kitchen to be in there or anything else. We don't want any wiring built in, and we don't want any plumbing built in. So with that in mind, it's all powered by an EcoFlow standalone battery system which has everything you need. You can pick it up, take it in the house, run the house if you want. And our kitchen is still basically a camp kitchen. We have bought one that will eventually slide out the back door, but we've also got our old kitchen set. So there you go, no wiring, no plumbing. So after that fantastic time, we kept sneaking off every time we could for an evening and a night, going camping in it. And the weather was turning to shit again. We had nowhere really to build it. So about 4 or 5 months ago, we decided we would go to Wifey's mum's property where she's got a shed, has no power, you can't fit the van in it, it's not big enough, but it's big enough to be a workshop. So we went out there using the EcoFlow battery system we have as our power. We started building the van. It came together over a very long time, and a lot of weekends where we were doing double 9-hour days just to try and get it done. In the end, we finished it on the Friday before we were leaving on a big trip in it on the Saturday, which was insane. Anyway, that was awesome. We went to our favourite place called Gangotti Dun Swamp. Took Nicole's mum there, which what we decided we had to do. She's 81, she still goes camping with us. You wouldn't think she's 81. Anyway, she loved the place, so it was well worth it. Now, the build, basically, yeah, the floor already had, how do you describe this? It had a whole lot of layers in it. So, first of all, there was like masonite with felt underneath it, and some bits of foam underneath that. Then there was like lino, and then on top of that carpet. And we decided to keep all that because, you know, the same as we did keeping the walls and the ceiling, it's already there. Why rip it out and build something else and create a whole lot of plastic rubbish? No, it's already there. It was doing a good job. The insulation is actually pretty good. It was built into it. So yeah, we kept all that. So with the floor, even though it was all very good, it had holes where seats were. So I replicated what was there with masonite and felt and all the rest of it, and filled in the holes. And then that's our subfloor. Then we did a remarkable job of buying a whole lot of timber, throwing it in the car, going out to Nicole's mum's to do the build. What a build it was. It was like, we had no idea that everything would take 17 times longer than you thought it would. Even though I was trying to allow for a lot of time. Yep, wow, what a lot of time and difficulty and head scratching that was. Anyway, we ended up with what we want. A beautiful place to pull up and go to sleep. It's got everything you need in it for camping. It's got a really good awning. So, some of the stuff we got from Drifter, which is an Australian company from Gloucester area. We've loved their stuff. So that's what happened with the van. So essentially, because of that, I haven't had time to ride. So is Captain Cranky going to change to a van life channel? I really doubt it. Now that the van is essentially finished, it'll never be finished, we'll always be tweaking it, but it's got a beautiful pull-out bed, it's got a really good storage area, it's got the power, it's got the water we need, and yeah, we're going to be able to go camping a lot easier now and on a moment's notice, if that suits us. That was nice of that person to indicate early, so I knew I could get across. Yeah, where was I? So yeah, now I spent a couple of hours going over Falco yesterday. Rather disgracefully, the chain was actually slightly rusty in places. Oh my god, so I gave it 2 cleans and a new oiling. Felt terrible about that. I've never let the chain get rusty, but you know, I live in a very wet area and the poor bike has been neglected. So yeah, hopefully you can look forward to some more Captain Cranky riding videos in the future. You won't get notified of them automatically because YouTube is punishing me severely for going to a very regular once a week upload to nothing, you know. So I watched this happen to Mr. Oz Adventure when he stopped uploading for a bit, and I wouldn't even get notified when he put a video up, and I subscribed to him. I've got the bell notification, everything. So anyway, it's about time I asked you all to do this. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you will get a notification if I put a video up. Otherwise I'll just disappear, which doesn't matter, but in case you would like to see what I'm doing, do that. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'm off on a little bit of an adventure today, which will be another video. Maybe catch you watching that one. In the meantime, be safe and be happy. Cheers, people.